Well, plus, I really am intrigued, and this is something I'd love to do in the future. I feel like somebody's going to do this before I have the funds to do it, but I love because I have so many songs in my head that I was really into during particular scenes or particular books that I was writing. I would love to like have some way for a reader to read the books while also listening to the playlist and it happen at the right times and each it right. Um, because I just think music just adds, that's what's so great about movies is like the music, the score, right? And you don't really have that in books right now. But I would love to see that. So like if there was like the Lance Conrad playlist, you know, or Rachel Kelly playlist to go, you purchase both and then you get like the music
Nice.
experience too.
Say, could you just do that as a bonus track on an audiobook? Like
Yeah, like upgrade my book to have
to have the
music score.
background music? That'd be amazing. By the way, the internet has already suggested Wendonians for your superfan name.
Okay.
So we're just spinning ideas here.
Okay.
So we already have your first suggestion for your superfan name. See if
Okay.
Wendonians catches on. Uh,
Well, you know, some people are like less fans of Wendy. And in fact, I haven't really met anybody that's like, oh my gosh, Wendy's the best character ever. Everybody seems to like all the other characters, like, oh, I like Mike, or oh, I like Gabe, or oh, I like Kaylin. Oh, can you write books about Kaylin? Like,
is there a
and I
front
don't,
runner? Is there one character who stands out above all? Is that
you know,
people's favorite?
not really, but I would say that I get more requests for Kaylin stories than any other character. Like, if I were to write another story outside of the series, it would probably be Kaylin, just because people just seem to love her. And to be honest, I didn't really like her all that much until the audiobooks. And Brittany Karbowski, who performs her, just did such a like fantastic job that I now really like Kaylin. I'm like, because of the extra oomph that Brittany adds to her as a character. So that was just a really interesting experience to like really not like a character, but then be like, oh man, she's such a badass. Like, you know, so yeah.
Brittany Karbowski, hasn't she done some other stuff with voice acting?
Yeah, so all of the individuals who do the Colorworld audiobooks are anime voice actors. So Jeremy Lee is Wendy. She does all the narration and Wendy. And then Todd Habercorn does Gabe and Ezra, Wendy's brother. And then Brittany Karbowski does Kaylin. David Wall does Mike. And more actors get added to that roster. So that's kind of a cool thing that we sort of married the anime world with Wendy's world. And so a lot of the people who are really into the audiobooks happen to be just really big fans of those voice actors' work in general. And
So name drop here. What are some of the animes that they've worked on?
so Jeremy and Todd are both in Fairy Tale, which is one of the biggest animes. And also, I mean, Jeremy's also in Soul Eater, and gosh, she has like a huge roster of like different animes. Fairy Tale is my favorite. That's why that one came out first. And then you know she's in My Hero Academia and Black Butler and Sword Art Online. She's definitely one of the most prolific voice actresses out there. And then Todd is sort of her counterpart, male side. He's actually also in Fairy Tale. We picked most of the actors that we picked were in Fairy Tale because that was our favorite. And but he does a number of so he works with Netflix and does a number of voiceovers for foreign films. So you know how you watch, there's lots of films now on Netflix that are just from other countries that have just been dubbed over. So he does a lot of the work on those dubs. Sometimes I'll be watching and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Todd. So it's
Nice.
funny how that works. But
I'm afraid I'm
when
a
we
diehard subtitles guy, so
oh no, say no,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't have the time. You have to like actually sit down and read and watch at the same time. And
I,
it
I
just
love
it's
it.
like,
I'm all for it. I keep
yeah.
subtitles on my English movies. I just love having those subtitles there. It comforts
Oh,
me.
it doesn't, I don't know, like I feel like when there are subtitles, it's like I'm compelled. I feel like they're forcing me because I can't look away. And even if I don't want to read the subtitles and I can clearly understand the language that's being said, I'm still reading them because it's like I'm drawn. It's like forcing me to stare. Yeah, I just, whew, no subtitles.